Hello, Virgos, and welcome or welcome back to Spectral Readings. This is going to be a reading for Virgos, and it's a little bit different. I'm going to do a reading for Virgos who are in the dark about something. And I'm doing this because I was told to, and also because you've had Nine of Swords in your future energy for quite some time now. There's something that you're unaware of, there's uncertainty. I want to get to the bottom of it, and also I realized that there are Virgos who things aren't going too well for and who are living in a state of discomfort. Now, it might be a little intense to get through this, but I know I'm going to be okay. I'm protected, but I'd like to see what's going on with you. If if you like the video, please remember to like and comment and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. I don't know how many of this format of reading I will do. Let me just turn the volume down on my phone. Okay, sorry about that. Virgo's in the dark. What is this about? Okay, so I think you're, I don't want to say overanalyzing something, but you're giving something a little too much power over you. It's definitely a hard thing for you to let go of. Sometimes when we're trying to make a change in our life, when we're trying to do something different, we can obsess over trying to have that intuitive aha moment. And sometimes you just have to let go of it in order for it to go and come back. You might not actually be able to control this, whatever it is that you're going through. And by relentlessly trying to, you might not be helping yourself. So that's a message. And it might be triggering you to, what is this? How do I say this? To revisit trauma. Maybe you don't even realize like why something is bothering you so much, and it's because of something that you experienced. And I tell you this kind of regularly, but if you're trying to accomplish something, it doesn't matter what it is. Try to imagine how it might benefit other people. And if it can, Spirit will help you with it. Sometimes it can be easy for people to get extremely absorbed in trying to improve something for themselves or solve a problem for themselves without realizing how it might affect other people. And let's say you're like, well, I know it'll help other people. Okay, think about it. And try to, because it helps you find your place in the world. If you can think about how you benefit other people. So there's definitely some sort of an isolated energy with you. You could be isolating out of introspection, self-reflection. It could be isolating because you feel like you have nowhere to turn. And that's it for the channeled energy that they're going to give me, except I just saw something else. I saw this the other day too. It's a bear hibernating. But the other day I saw a bear going out of hibernation. This is a brown bear in a cave. That's what I saw. Okay. What is that? I see like this like ivy. It's like a vine in the dark. We'll get into that. It's like there's no one around. It's overgrown. There's something in the dark that's kind of overgrown. Spending too much time in the dark. Ah, here we are. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out for you, because I see it. Mm-hmm. Page of Cups. You're trying to figure out how you can exist in the world and still protect your heart. How could you give your heart if you're not feeling safe? So you're like trying to figure out how to feel safe in order to integrate in the world. What's crossing you is the Hermit. What was I just telling you? What's crossing you is you're hibernating, right? And there is kind of a need for you to duck away here as well, to kind of find your inner light here. But in order to do so, I just want to repeat, you have to kind of just let it shine instead of searching for it. It's there. You can trust that. And by trusting that, you'll kind of be able to see your way out. But right now, there's kind of a need to protect yourself here. Kind of a need to spend some time alone. And since this is the Hermit in a Virgo reading, there's kind of you're finding yourself. Okay. Also, see how he's holding the lamp? Lighting the dark, right? Mm-hmm. So this is kind of, what's crossing you is kind of the process of overcoming that. And that is kind of apparent because that's why I'm doing this. But the sun is the crowning energy. This is cool. Shiny too. Technical difficulty here again. And when I say that, what I mean is the video freezes. I don't know. Maybe I'll look that up. But anyway, crowning energy is the sun. So there's kind of something trying to break through from the clouds. And it's kind of making you feel a little bit restless as well, because you see like the sun is opening up. Perhaps you see the sun opening up for other people as well, and you're like, why isn't that happening for me? You know, why am I still stuck in a cave? But nevertheless, you know, sort through those emotions. Never compare yourself to other people, because if you were put into their shoes from day one, you would have not ended up in the same place as they did, and vice versa. We are given our lives. We have our lives, and that's it. We don't. It's for a reason. You're, like it or not, you know, everyone is here to learn lessons. And lessons are not always easy, but they're important to the evolution of the soul. And anyway, the sun card here is the crowning energy. And it's kind of waking you up a little bit. And what I think it's saying is, take care of yourself first. There might be a message, take care of yourself first. Seven of Wands is the crowning energy. It feels like you're not going to be able to make any progress. It feels like you're alone up against a lot, and you don't necessarily know what to do. Are you prepared? Are you not prepared, right? I think you're prepared, but basically, it's kind of time to retreat a little bit. Maybe you are retreating, but I'll give you more advice about that in a minute. Let's see what happened in the past. The world. I said the world. Perhaps you felt like you didn't have a place in the world. It made you feel like you didn't have a place in the world. You realized like you weren't where you were supposed to be. And it caused you to want to protect yourself. Here with the Page of Cups being the first card. It caused you to want to protect yourself. Kind of scared of the world. I mean, we did just have, you know, kind of a big upset in the energy of the world. So perhaps that caused you to be a hermit, right? And you want better things for yourself here with the sun, but you just feel like you're up against more than you can handle. And the future is King of Cups. Okay, so the perfect evolution. In the future, what you're kind of going toward is having a firm foundation of your own self, remember? And that allows you to feel like you can share yourself with the world and not be a hermit, okay? Where you find yourself is the Wheel of Fortune. So you're got to remember that you're on the wheel. So if you are going down, then you are going down, and then you go up. You're about to hear my automatic, or Merlin's automatic cat feeder. Um, anyway, and maybe that could be like blessings coming down. I have a cat tarot deck, and pentacles are treats. You know, there is. But anyway, where you find yourself is having some sort of comfort that you're on the spinning wheel. You know, doesn't matter what direction you're going, you're part of it all. And by accepting that and releasing the need of control, remember, we don't have control over the wheel. Kind of. It can be said that we don't have control over like the wheel and fate and stuff like that. By accepting that, it will open doors for you because it will allow you to take care of yourself and just accept things. There's a need for acceptance. That's what I'm trying to say. How others see you is the King of Swords. Wow, okay, so people might not want to cross you here for fear of getting their head chopped off. That's one. Two is they think that you're very wise. They think that you got some sort of a tip. You know what you're doing. And they can see that they think that you have a path forward. And you know, somebody who was lost might not look lost to other people, and that could be you. Maybe put on kind of a brave face. But also the other side of this is maybe people think that you are a little too sharp to get close to at this time. And also with your evolution here of the Page of Cups being the first card that came out, remember I said, is it safe for you to give your heart out? If other people see you as the King of Swords, it means that you're deciding to be sharp with people instead of being loving with people. Not saying that's good or bad. Your hopes and your fears are the Three of Cups. Awesome. You hope that it's safe for you to love, right? You hope it's safe for you to kind of branch out. You fear that it is not. And the final outcome is the Queen of Wands. Awesome. You will feel in control, right? Naturally, not forced. You'll feel wise and smart, and you'll also feel receptive. See how she has a sunflower on her heart? That is kind of symbolic for love. It's allowing yourself to be loved. While also having some sort of a passion to create a life for yourself. So this is a great final outcome. It just looks like you feel stuck because you're up against too much. And really what you need to do is let light in here with the Sun card crowning you. Let light in and spend some time getting to know yourself. Finding, you know, your light amongst the dark. I'll give you some oracle advice. Oracle, some advice for Virgos who are in the dark. Advice pertaining to this spread. I get the sense that some of you are watching movies or TV shows or media that is kind of sad, and listening to music or something that might be kind of sad. And I'd like to bring to your attention now that that can affect your mood and that can affect your perceptions. So if you can't bear to watch something happy, don't watch anything at all. Remember, the Hermit is also kind of like a need to step away from things, right? So maybe there are too many distractions around. Maybe there's too much of other people's energy around, keeping you from realizing the light of yours. $82 or $84, I don't know why, but those numbers. 86, something like that. Yep. Okay. Thinker. Right. I think I was telling you about that at the beginning. And then building blocks, which is upside down, and I will read them to you. The book is here. Thinker is number 44, which is 8. And this is 28. 82, 84. Yeah, those numbers came out. Mm-hmm. Also, like, here's a good tip if you're trying to like look inward and like figure stuff out. Like for intuitive messages, I will just say them instead of like first trying to figure out exactly what they mean. Like if I see something, and sometimes it'll be just like something that looks like something else or anything, like I'm not trying to overthink things because it would just stop, things from coming out. Maybe, for you, maybe, for me, maybe, who knows? Anyway, thinker. The ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for in this moment there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Interesting. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple, and you will win the game of life you are playing right now. This is cool. This is very cool because, see, this card right here, 7 of Wands, base of the matter, it looks like, maybe you can't do it, right? You can. You are certainly ready, and it is not as complicated as you might think that it is. Like, you might be taking on the weight of the world here, especially with the World card being in the past, and just overthinking things so much that you're stuck here with the Hermit card. Definitely a need to trust yourself, for sure, because if you get, like, in, does it say this? Analysis paralysis? Something like that? I don't know. I've read that before, but it's kind of like what you're trying to avoid here. That's kind of your advice, is also remember you have to play the game of life, like this Wheel of Fortune card where you find yourself. Play the game. It's not as complicated as you might think, and you need to also create foundation for yourself to stand on. That's just a very simple thing that everybody has to do for the most part, unless they're given foundation to stand on. And sometimes if you're in that situation where you don't have to do very much, you might just overcomplicate things and not decide to do it for yourself. So that's a message. Building blocks is the next one. It was upside down. Now is the time to address the cracks in the foundations of your life. I was just saying that. Perhaps your values have changed and it is time to strengthen your convictions and not let go of the things that no longer... One moment, please. Perhaps your values have changed and it is time to strengthen your convictions and let go of the things that no longer serve the vision you have for your life. Or perhaps you chose to ignore the signs that a situation or agreement you have entered into is not right for you. Remove the rotten pieces and reinforce your core moral strength and integrity. Now is the time for rigorous honesty, for you are called to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. You will be so happy when you do. Spirit has a spectacular blueprint for your life, far beyond your imagination. Don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. So if things have been rotten in your life, if it's not working for you, let go of them and just focus on the, even if it's like menial tasks of building your life, and accept information that comes to you, accept help. You definitely have to want to help yourself, and not like try not to catch yourself playing devil's advocate, because it is only going to hurt you. And that was all the messages. Awesome. Cool. Okay, thank you. I hope I was able to help you by doing that. I don't know how often I will do that, but I will do it sometimes when I have to do that or am supposed to do that. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you need a personal reading, there's information in the description box below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, that information is in the description box below as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Good luck to you. You can do it. Thank you, and I will see you next time.